Hey YouTube, I want to do a quick tabletop discussion on these two triggers for the SCAR platform because I was researching it myself and I couldn't find a real definitive discussion on like trigger reset. Right, there's tons of good videos on the triggers and the aspects of them, but I was particularly interested in the reset because I just got the SCAR 16, I was running it and trying double taps and it was a little bit laggy on reset and it felt real, I don't know, it didn't feel right. I didn't like the trigger reset at all. So I've had the SCAR 17 for probably almost 4 years now. And I love it. Awesome. I got a Timney trigger in that one. It's worked well for me. Majority of shooting I do is off a bipod lately. When I first got it, I ran an EOTech on top, and I did it for, kind of monkeying around close and mid-range with a 3x magnifier, but I put the CQBSS on there, the Lupo Mark 8. It's been awesome. So I spend more time shooting out for 450 yards, 300 yards, stuff like that. And the Timney works well off the bench. It's really light, single stage. It's cool for that. I will say I've had, I think, a couple light primer strikes. I've run maybe one box of Till ammo through it. I think I had one sitting around, and I ran it through, and I had a couple light primer strikes, which I wouldn't typically use that ammo anyway, but I don't know. I'm actually considering getting a Geissle for that one too. So I just got the Geissle Super SCAR for the SCAR 16, and I really like it. Now the reset between both, that's really the whole point of this video, is a reset, and opposed to the factory trigger. So I was trying double taps with the SCAR 16 the other day, and it felt really laggy, real slow, clunky reset. So I installed the Geissle, and I'm super happy with the reset. I saw another good video that talked about reset between the Timney and the Geissle, and he said he liked the reset on the Timney better. It was faster for double taps. I probably agree. It seems a little quicker just because there's a little less distance between the reset, but I don't know. I kind of like the reset on the Geissle better. It's a little more definitive, kind of in the sense of if we're talking about like an M&P versus a Glock. If you're familiar with an M&P compact or an M&P handgun and the reset, I feel kind of inconsistent levels of reset across M&Ps. I've shot several shields, and like the reset on my shield is really definitive. You can feel it. It's very, you can hear it or feel it. My brother's shield is it's quieter, less tactile. So I would put the same comparison to these two triggers on the reset. The Timney, it's tougher to feel, I guess, and a little less audible. It's just, you almost don't notice the reset, where the Geissle, you feel it engage, kind of like a Glock versus shield or M&P handgun, I guess you could say, to where the Glock is really definitive, really defined. The reset on the Geissle versus a standard trigger felt much shorter to me, much faster return, crisp, and not, I don't know, if you have a SCAR and you have the stock trigger in there, you know what I'm talking about when you pull the trigger and then you cycle the action and you feel the kind of clunky reset. Well, the Geissle is very crisp and very, very clean. Let's see if I'll try to demo it, but it's going to be, it's tough to, you don't know unless you feel it for yourself. So I check both guns, they're safe. Clear. So Geissle, 2-stage, which I like, nice and light. The Timney is a little bit lighter, but I'm not, purpose of the guns, I don't need it to be that light. This is more of a mid-range, close-range engagement weapon. Real tactile reset. Beautiful. I'm really thinking about one for the 17. I like it that much. Clear. You almost can't feel it. Short. Seems a touch shorter. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter, but less tactile. Depends really what you're interested in. And the single stage on the Timney is really fast. I mean, you touch the trigger and it's almost going off. So it depends on philosophy of use, right? Depends what you want. I think I kind of prefer the Geissle. I don't know. I might put the Timney up for sale and get another Geissle for that one. I'm not sure. But night and day difference in reset, in my opinion, between the stock trigger and the Geissle. And that's what I didn't see any good videos on the characteristics of the reset, the feel, you know. I think I'm not going to pull a caliper out and do distance of reset and all that stuff, but just based on feel and based on the trigger under your finger, feels much better to me, much faster reset. So I hope that answers somebody's questions about reset, because I was looking for that kind of discussion and I couldn't find one. So, yep, enjoy. Please reply with questions. Thanks.